Those are simple things
Right.
that teach you discipline and entrepreneurship.
Can you say no?
No, you don't have a choice.
Okay.
And that's how we get our allowance. He will not give us allowance just, hindi yan privilege, just because anak ka, bibigyan ka ng allowance. You go to work on Saturdays.
Wow.
And
now,
then,
now I just try to compare. That system, hindi mo madalas makita yan doon sa mga middle class, no? Because sa middle class, most of the time, they have choices. Right? And
this is forced into...
Right, that sort of discipline actually led you to becoming the person that you are now. Okay, now, what do you think is that Galileo solves? The problem that it solves?
When I helped out my mom, she already had a school, so I didn't want to change anything. And I just didn't feel like I just wanted to be helping her. So I thought, if I'm going to come in, I should bring something new. So while I was...
Hold it there. You want to bring something new.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you getting those ideas, concepts?
That's something that I learned from my father, which he learned from his father also.
So itong mga ganito na, kasi hindi built-in sa lahat ng tao, di ba? Na before they come into something, hindi built-in sa kanila na kailangan meron akong ibigay. Okay? Ang sinasabi natin lagi, ang ginagawa natin, saying, okay, how can I fit in? But your framework, I mean, the way you think is a sort of different. Parang automatic.
For me, akala ko automatic. Now, later in life, I realized, nga, no, it's a different way of thinking. My grandfather, Maximino Juan, is a dentist. But during the war, to make money, it's not enough to be a dentist.
Right.
So, nung paalis na yung mga Amerikano, the jeeps that they had, naiwanan nila dito.
Right.
Some binaon, some naiwanan na lang anywhere. He saw the opportunity in that.
Right.
They restored it and they made replacement parts for it.
Right.
And he always tells his children, when you want to get into business, look for a need and fill it up. And definitely you'll succeed.
Okay, now let's talk about the need. We're talking about education in general, Philippine education system, mathematics and science. What system do we use?
Filipinos normally are not good in math. No? So,
I'm guilty.
And up to this very day, you still hear parents say, naku, hindi ako magaling sa math, anak ko na lang. But the more the children hear that, the children also feel, yung parents ko nga hindi magaling, di ako din.
Yep.
So it goes on.
Any subject but mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. Any subject but mathematics.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I myself, I wasn't good in math. But I thought, if others are good, and some who are not good became good, there's a way to solve this.
Right.
That's why math and English yung pinasukan ko.
Right.
So because this is something that's needed in the Philippines. The usual way we teach math now is, we start kasi abstract, di ba? Count up to 10, memorize ng bata yan. Count up to 20, up to 100. But they don't really understand the concept.
Right.
So
it's just like, ilalagay mo sa utak ng mga bata, 1 to 10 yan, no?
I-recognize
mo yung figure, pag yan tuwid, malamang 1 yan. Okay. So, pag yan dalawang bilog, 8 yan.
And then it goes on, problem solving. You memorize all the solution, you memorize all the formulas, but do you understand how you got to that?
Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is actually a national problem that we have, according to her. How do we solve it? The concept kasi is like, it's more on abstract. You're saying. It's more of an abstract. Ano yung solution natin dito?
Okay, when we started muna teaching the children with the regular math. Starting from the lowest level, making them understand each concept. In Galileo, we teach them in 5 different ways. So if you're a kind of learner that learn from using pencil and paper, meron kaming worksheets.
Okay.
But if you're more visual, may flashcards. If you're more tactile, yung you learn through touching things, there's a tactile element. So 5 different ways. There are books and there's a computer, which the children really love.
I'm starting to think if I can enroll in Galileo.
Ay, nako, it's so much fun. Pwede. So when they come to the center, there are 5 centers that they go to. And they stay for about 30 to 45 minutes.
Who identifies kung saan sila?
The teacher. Ano na yun. Pero they have the freedom to say, teacher, can I do this first? Pero when they go to that center, nakaset na yung gagawin.
So in other words, nilalagay niyo yung mga tao doon sa tamang learning style na fit sa kanila.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So parang, we call it nga the telescopic approach. So parang si Galileo, the teacher, when the child comes in, it's like looking through a telescope. You try to find the learning needs of the child.
Right.
And you focus on that to be able to bring out the best in the child.
Was it the reason why you put the name Galileo in there?
Also, and he's a very good mathematician, diba? And a fearless learner. So we want the children to be that way.
Sige, meron tayo ditong paglalaroan. I want to be a child for a while.
So recently, Singapore math became the trend. 10 years ago, Singapore started using Singapore math, no? And they topped the studies. There's what they call TIMS. It's the Trend in International Math and Science Survey. So 10 years, top sila lagi. So they might be doing something right. So a lot of schools educators started looking at the way Singapore teaches math.
Okay.
So
how do they do it?
So 3 years ago, we started teaching this in Galileo centers. What's important in their way is concrete, pictorial, and abstract. So babalikan natin. Sa Pilipinas, abstract muna, di ba?
Right.
So hindi mo maintindihan.
Memorize mo yan.
Oo.
Okay.
Here, concrete. They have materials. They have objects to show to the children to make them understand what one is.
Sige, tingnan natin.
So, halimbawa, 1. So, you know that 1 is a value na yan yung, ano niya.
May value yan.
Oo. Pag 2, ganyan.
Okay.
If you want to make it equal, 2 and 2 are like this.
Right. So, hanapin ng bata kung saan niya ilalagay yan. Kasi pag nilagay ng bata, dito nilagay, hindi equal yan. No?
At saka alam mo na mas mataas ang 2 sa 4.
Right.
Diba?
Alam mo, mas mataas ang 4 sa 2.
Oo.
Alright.
Mas
mabigat siya.
Okay. Mas mataas ang 5
sa 2.
Sa 2.
Okay.
So, the child understands it. And then, if you move on a little, you go to addition. What do you add to 2 to get 5?
So, halimbawa, nilagay ko dito. Bata ako di ba? Bata ako, kaya pwede ako magkamali. Dito Okay, 8. So, hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede, oo.
Baka dito.
So, susubukan mo yung next. Hindi
rin pwede. Saan kaya? Wait lang, yung tama na. Tama na. So, magbabalance na siya.
Oo. Pag nag-balance siya, you know
that 2 and 3
is equal to 5.
Is equal to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so tinuturuan natin yung mga bata ngayon in their own way to find it and to do it themselves. No?
Yes, and then it can
without
take a long time.
memorizing, no?
Oo, but they enjoy it and they understand it. And so the challenge is, kasi for the teacher, the challenge is to make the children understand it, di ba? So they also have different ways, like boxes actually represent numbers.
Okay.
So they have toys like this, which actually is equivalent to 1, 2, 3, which eventually will have meaning. Na let's say 1 like this is equal to 1 box. So if you know that this is 3 and you subtract 1, ang matitira dalawa lang. So in your mind, it na-form.
Kasi it's very visual, no?
It's very visual.
Not to mention that you can touch it. So, yeah, it's an interesting concept, and I will be going back to you after a very short commercial break. This is an interesting thing, ladies and gentlemen. I wish meron niya sa daycare center when I grew up. But
pero now, a lot of schools are starting to adopt it.
Right, exactly. Next, ladies and gentlemen, it was a thesis project that was pursued after, and now it has been helping those with special minds and hopefully hearts. For more stories, we have Mr. Rudy Gonzalez and Cecil Casas later on the program. Stay tuned.